Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to Anita's Joy. All right, friends and family, before we get started today, I want to take our time to say a big thank you to everyone who participated in the poll that we did send out yesterday. So, yesterday we did send out a poll, and we wanted to hear what you want us to talk about. A lot of us voted on the poll. A lot of us want us to talk about finances. You want us to talk about money. Well, we did hear you, and we are saying thank you again for your participation. And I want to assure you that we are already working on that teaching. So please stay tuned because in a couple of days, we are going to talk about finances, everything that has to do with finances, every question that you might have, what you need to know, how helpful it's going to be, how you can thrive, how you can thrive, in an economy where things are going down every day, secrets that you would want to engage in. So again, I like us to please be expectant and anticipate because in a couple of days, that teaching is going to be coming your way. Once again, thank you so very much for participating. So this morning, friends, I want to continue with an explosive teaching that we began a couple of days ago. Couple of days ago, we talked about nuggets to live by, nuggets that you want to apply when it comes to living. It is my encouragement to everyone here this morning. For those who have not listened to the very first video, please go ahead and watch that video so that way you can come into synchronization with this video. The last video we spoke about 7 nuggets. For this morning, we are going to begin with nugget number 8. My nugget number 8 is pay attention to patterns. I'm going to say that again. Pay attention to patterns. Friends, I discovered something about the FBI. Whenever the FBI is investigating an issue, whenever there is a case that they have to handle, what the FBI is actually looking for, they are looking for patterns. They are trying to establish a pattern. I also took a look at medical doctors. When a medical doctor is conducting a medical investigation on a patient, when he's asking you those questions about your history, your father, your mother, your family, your environment, what you like to do, what you don't like to do, when they're asking you series of questions, what they are trying to establish is patterns. Social workers, when they ask you questions, spiritual counselors, social counselors, even lawyers, when they ask you questions, what they are trying to do, they are trying to establish a pattern. They are trying to look for a pattern. So, friends, always pay attention to patterns. Before you make any decision, maybe a marital decision, a financial decision, before you go into partnership of any kind with anyone, before you sign any kind of contract, before you submit your resume to that company, before you establish any kind of relationship or friendship, you want to make sure you are asking questions. In the world of social service, in the world of customer service, we call that probing questions. You want to make sure you are probing. You are asking questions upon questions, upon questions, upon questions. What you are trying to do is you are trying to establish a pattern before you commit your heart into anything, before you commit yourself, before you commit your resources, before you commit your time, before you commit your energy into anything, make sure you are paying attention to patterns. When it comes to patterns, it could be a positive pattern or it could be a negative pattern. Once you are able to establish a pattern, and I'm going to tell you this, patterns are not to be forgiven. Yes, you heard me. Patterns. Do not make the mistake to forgive patterns. I'm going to tell you something about myself. Personally, one of the greatest mistakes that I made in the past, I'm going to tell you two mistakes that I made in the past. One, I failed to establish patterns. Two, even when I began to see patterns, I went ahead to forgive patterns. And the patterns that I went ahead to forgive, they turned around and they beat hard on me. So never ever make the mistake to forgive patterns. And somebody is going to ask, well, if we do not forgive patterns, then what do we do? I'm glad you asked. I'd like to talk to you quickly about mistakes and patterns. Do not interchangeably use these two terms. Never, because they are different. First of all, what is a mistake? According to the Free Dictionary, a mistake is an error or fault resulting from defective judgment or deficient knowledge or carelessness. So mistakes are as a result of either defective judgment or deficient knowledge. He doesn't know, right? She didn't know. They were not exposed to that information. So whatever they did could be classified as an error. Then what is a pattern? A pattern, on the other hand, means series or sequence that generally repeats itself. A pattern means a series or sequence that generally repeats itself. It can be seen as a consistent series of related acts, intentional behavior, it becomes a norm. It can be seen as the way of life of the people or of a certain individual. So again, what mistakes are due to deficient or not exposed to knowledge. Patterns, on the other hand, becomes a sequence, becomes a repeated behavior. Repeated behavior. It is a norm. You are able to see that this is a norm with this person, or this is a norm with this company. So, why mistakes are to be forgiven? Because they are born out of little or no knowledge. When it comes to patterns, patterns need to be broken. I'm going to say that again. Why mistakes can be forgiven, patterns need to be broken. You must break patterns. You must break patterns. The next question is going to be, how do I break patterns? Well, I am glad you asked. I want you to stay tuned, because in a subsequent or next video, I am going to show you how to break patterns. Until then, I love you. Keep winning.